August is going to be a very busy month. For starters, at the end of the month we have the MiddleEarthAthon coming again this year. I'm so excited. If you want to check that out, the announcement video is up here. I will have a separate TBR video for that because I don't want to overwhelm myself. I know that having it all on one big TBR is going to make me feel like it's too much, even though I read more than this every month now, roughly, but still. So separate from that, I have my regular 5 books and 1 extra. So, first up, Discworld. We're on to soul music. I think this is book 16. How did I not know it was a death book? Musical death. I'm here for it. I love all of the death books. Death is like my favourite character in the Discworld, so very excited. I'm reading 1 book a month to slowly make my way through the Discworld series. Then I have some random ways of picking my TBR each month, 3 different ones. First up is the TBR Die. I roll a dice. It is all of these series where if I just read 1 book, I then finish out that series if it's a duology or whatever. So, roll the die, and The Blood Gift by N.E. Davenport. This is a duology. This was sent to me by Hannah from Ladder M. I am very excited to finally finish this duology off. It's a ancient Roman Empire inspired, but with a woman of colour as the badass. So I'm excited to finally finish this up. I have no idea what's going to happen, but apparently blood will be spilled. I'm excited. Then, the TBR Jar. This one is for all of the books that I've brought in 2024, just to make sure that I'm actually continuously reading the books that I buy in. And for some book that I had this year, we have Voyage of the Damned by Frances White. There will be murder, there will be magic. This is some sort of piratey thing. Oh, there's a dragon on the back. I pay no attention. This came from the Goldsboro book box, which I am getting until they actually let me cancel it. I tried to cancel it, and apparently I haven't had enough books, because I've skipped some where I wasn't interested, so I can't cancel. So no longer skipping, waiting till I can cancel. But there's a whole long thing with it, not to get into it too much, but basically not happy with the book box. The books are often good when I actually want to read them. This one's got 12 magical blessings, 12 days at sea, 1 chance to stop a killer and save the world. So, should be good. And then, this one I really wasn't expecting. I kind of forgot that I put it on the TBR Wheel. Yes, I know I have 3 different ways of doing this. The Wheel is all of the books that I owned before the start of 2024 that aren't like further on in a series. So if I've got all 7 books in a series, it's only the next one is on the list. And so I spam that, and very, very unexpectedly, I ended up with Agates of Lake Superior by Dan and Bob Lynch. This was gifted to me by Carrie from Caring for Books. She lives near to Lake Superior, and I did a geology-based masters, so she sent me this, and like I am genuinely very excited to read it. Like I was probably going to pick it up in the coming months anyway, but I just wasn't expecting it from the Wheel. My brain says Wheel is fiction. I don't know whether to change it so that's true or not, but yes, so there's lots of gorgeous pictures of rocks, which are only gorgeous if you care about rocks, as well as obviously information about them. So an unexpected selection, but I'm looking forward to it regardless. I think it's going to be a really interesting read. So that's the randomizers. And then I have 2 more books. I know, there's usually just 1, but I have 2. First up is for Celine's Around the World book challenge, and the prompt for this month is books, 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 which made me slightly annoyed that I'd already read The Book of Doors by Gareth Brown, because that would have been really handy. But I had 2 choices here, and I decided to go with Ink Blood Sister Scribe by Emma Tors. This one is apparently all about books. Not all books should be opened. This edition doesn't have a synopsis on it anywhere, but it's about magical books and siblings. I don't know. Celine also read this and really loved it. It was between this and another book, and she was like massively pulling for this one. So, you know, it seems right that I should read this one when she desires me to. It's another Goldsboro book, which is also part of the reason why I don't know what it's about. But everyone loved this when it came out, so I'm finally getting to it. And then speaking of something that everyone loves, the wonderful people over at Pan Macmillan and Picador sent me an arc of Before We Forget Kindness by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. If you know me, you know how much I adore this series to death. I love these books so, so much. I read an arc of Before the Coffee Gets Cold. It's like my most viewed video on my channel. It's awful, but I did a review and just to talk about the very first book, it is a little coffee shop in Tokyo, and if you go and sit in a certain seat and drink coffee, you can travel back in time, but only within the coffee shop, and nothing that you do will change anything. And it's all about kind of coming to terms with things, coming to peace, being able to actually talk things out with people, and it's just beautiful, and it usually makes me cry. I am very excited for this, so excited. And in the UK this is publishing on the 19th of September, so I want to read this in August so that I am prepared for the release date in September. I'm very, very excited for this one. These are all of the books that I'm hoping to read in August. I forgot what month it was there. So an interesting little stack. Let me know down below if you have, well obviously you most likely won't have read this one, but if you have read any of these, let me know, and let me know what you thought of them. I'm really excited to dive into these. I did not expect the Agates. Why did I think that that was just fiction books? Let me know if I should change the TBR Wheel to just fiction books. I really don't know. I'd like your opinion on that one below. But yes, like I said, I am going to do a different TBR video for the Middle-earthAthon. So my prompts as Samwise are linked up here in that video, and I have to find 1 to 3 books that fit those prompts. I've found 3. You will see what they are closer to the time. If you'd like to see how I manage with these books, whether I actually read them, what I think of them, then please do hit the subscribe button down below, and you'll be able to see my August wrap-up at the end of next month. July wrap-up coming soon. Ish. Thank you so much for watching, folks. If you hated the video, please do dislike it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!